Google's I/O 2026 made it explicitly clear where the tech giant is heading. Google's entire agentic future hinges on a massive, non-negotiable trade-off to get truly useful AI. You must give up access to your personal data.
They're banking heavily on user trust, requiring deep access to your private files, real time screen activity, and daily interactions to fuel their context aware models. It forces users into a rather uncomfortable corner. Either hand over the keys to your entire digital life for convenience, or get left behind in a downgraded legacy internet ecosystem.
There's a lot of announcement.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting announcements from Google I/O. I mean, a lot.
Yeah.
Gemini 3.5 Flash, a new default model, has been announced, and it's specifically for speed and agentic workflows, and it's 4 times faster than competing frontier systems. Gemini Omni is a new generation of fully multimodal models, capable of generating and editing video, text, audio, all of that. But every output will have a synth ID watermarking, which is good. So people can track and see, is this AI or is this not? I mean, also they have Gemini Spark, which is their flagship 24/7 personal agent. So it will operate on virtual machines on the cloud, Google Cloud, and will work autonomously even if your laptop is off. So it's amazing, a lot of good stuff. But like one of the things that I find a bit worrying is like Ask YouTube. It's a new way to search. So basically, if you search for something like, okay, how do I teach my child to ride a bicycle? It will also immediately include YouTube as well, but it will also give you a summary of the video as well as which part you should watch, and uh, it doesn't really invite you to go to the video.
So people don't have to see the whole video, you mean?
Yeah, and will it count towards the view count? Like as content creators, will it count towards our view count or not?
Come on, please. Enjoy our video.
Yeah, so that's the question. So now it's not about search, it's about AI search. And will AI be the judge, jury, and executioner for all content that's there? Because like if you have 1,000 or 1,000,000 videos about how to teach your child to ride a bicycle, which one tops the list?
Okay, this is a unique trend according to us, yeah, to Gen X here. My kid just start watching a series on Netflix maybe 3 days ago, and today I know that she already get into the season 4. I mean, that's very fast. So
Mhm.
she just fast forward it and then do the twice or triple speed. So Google already knew this trend, yeah.
Mhm.
I think that's why they put this Gemini AI engine in the YouTube. So when sometimes people get, I mean, not passionate enough to see the whole thing, yeah. So they get this summary and also this timestamp. So yeah, they can directly get into where they're interested. So I think we don't need to use the intro anymore, please. Just jump into the topics.
Yeah, I mean it is good that it helps people find the information they need. Not good for those who are creating the content and trying to monetize and whatnot. So that will be an issue.
But I'm quite intrigued with Gemini Spark. Don't confuse with the MetaMuse Spark, yeah?
Mhm.
So what you already mentioned, this is an agent that never sleeps. It lives in our phones and also on our PC, yeah.
Mhm.
Even during we sleep. So what I'm very interested to this because I can be very focused to my works and let the agent do this shopping, booking transport, something that routine. So, but I also kind of afraid, man. So, what happened if the agent spending a lot of money, something that I'm not interested in, even I don't need to, and sending the emails to someone that I don't want to be in touch to?
Yes. This is basically the Google's version of OpenClaw, which is basically what everybody wants. They're hoping to have that virtual assistant, the actual virtual assistant that's That's a basic computer that does what it asks. So um, I would probably have more confidence in Spark than OpenClaw
Yeah, of course.
because it's uh, more, if I dare say, professionally made, and they do have security in mind as well. So is this the future of the internet? Will people use this based upon like in China, they had these open claw parties. Is this something that people will then embrace? Because again, looking back to the previous story, would I spend money on the SpaceX IPO or the OpenAI IPO or the Cloud IPO? Sorry, Anthropic IPO? No, because look at what Google has done. They have the scale, they have the user base, they have the revenue, they have the money to run all this. And they're a $4.6 trillion company. OpenAI and Anthropic think they're going to be a $1 trillion company out of the gate against that? I don't think so.
Yeah, it's getting makes sense, Fish. I
Mhm.
can understand your point of view. There's a lot of things Google IOs, and it shows that Google has the power. Even it's the right time to announce that before the IPO of the OpenAI, also SpaceX. Yeah.
Yeah. Question is, are people listening or are they still FOMOing onto trying to get into the AI IPO? But I mean, like right now, Google had launched that, and I would look at their stock price and see, hey, could this be a $6 trillion company?
Yeah, they have everything. The chips, the smart glasses, you name it, the YouTube,
Yep.
the search engine, they rule the internet.
Yep. As I said before, the first person out of the gate usually is not the one who is the big winner of it all. It's always the second and third one. Google is not the first search engine. Facebook is not the first social media. And to be honest, OpenAI and Anthropic is not the first AI company. That was IBM and amazingly Google. So Google and IBM were forced to go public basically with their AI, which they've kept in the research departments. So now they can catch up really fast. So yeah, this Google I/O announcement should be something people to consider
Yes.
when wanting to purchase an IPO of certain AI companies.
And also don't forget there is another competition from China. Alibaba is huge.
And they're getting bigger even faster, even though it's open source.
And they have their own tech stack.
Yep. So stay tuned. Still, this game is not over yet.